Hey everyone, welcome to CoronaChats number 3. I want today to talk to you about how COVID-19 is spread. So there are different ways that we classify how infections are spread. The most common ones that we would talk about would be droplet and airborne. A lot of people think of COVID-19 as being airborne, meaning it's in the air, but in fact, lucky for us, it is not airborne, it is droplet. That means that the particles that contain the virus are large enough that they can't just float in the air indefinitely. They go into the air for a short amount of time, but they fall very quickly. So the main way that it's spread is when people cough or sneeze and then touch somebody else, or someone touches something they've touched or touches them, or you cough directly onto someone, but not just by breathing in the space or even coughing in the space and then leaving. The particles don't stay in the air for a long time. They have done some studies where they aerosolized the particles, so they actually took them and put them into a machine that generated a mist. When they did it like that, they did find that the particles could stick around in the air, but humans, when we cough or sneeze, we don't produce aerosolized particles like that. In fact, when they did some testing around someone who was sick in the air around them, they actually couldn't pick up the virus at all. So that's quite reassuring that it's probably not hanging out in the air around us. And that's going to be important when we talk in a future Corona chat about the different types of masks and precautions and what we want people to use or not use. So that's the issue with it being in the air. But the other thing that we talk about is the fact that it can sometimes survive on surfaces. And so they have done studies and found that it can survive for hours to days on plastic, on stainless steel, and a few other surfaces like that. So that's going to be important when we start to talk about cleaning and how you need to get rid of it from the environment. So it is possible that if someone were to cough onto a table and then you touch that table and then you touch your face, you could get the virus that way. But the good news is that when we look at the epidemiology, so the study of how it's spreading, it doesn't seem to be a major factor. Very few people out of the total number of cases are getting it via touching something in the environment that has the virus on it. So while it is possible, and we are going to talk about cleaning, it's not a major source. So that's what I want to talk about for spread today. Cough into your sleeve, don't cough in someone's face, and wash your hands, especially after you've touched things.